we thought we will have this media interaction so that are taking place and the new steps that we are taking and the relaxations that have been made in the existing guidelines as far as handling this COVID-19 situation is concerned. So what I will do is, because it's important to understand that we are still in a lockdown situation. Period of lockdown has been increased to 3rd of May 2020. It's just that few relaxations have been made because maybe these relaxations were necessary taking into account the current situation. But by and large, we have to understand that the lockdown period is still not over and we can't really relent. We have seen this situation in Sikkim also. We are very lucky with the cooperation of everybody. We have been able to handle the situation much better than many other states so far. But I was a little disappointed to see that on 13th and 14th of April, people hoping that lockdown period is going to be lifted from 15th. So 13th, 14th itself, we could see large-scale violation of these guidelines, people coming out in open and a lot of vehicles moving on the roads. General public has to understand that one small miss here or there could result in difficult situation for us. Our people have been very, very disciplined, very well informed, very cautious, and very compliant as far as these guidelines are concerned. And it is my sincere request to all the Sikkimese people to bear with this situation for some more time and ensure that we observe these guidelines in the same manner as we have done. In movement of essential goods anyway is allowed, but for other commodities also is being opened up. We'll see what restrictions we need to put in place to make sure that we stay safe. As far as essential goods and commodities are concerned, the wholesalers and retailers activities will be allowed. I need not dwell on that. On essential commodities, there is no doubt. Now, commercial and other private enterprises and establishments, media will continue to be free. IT and IT-enabled services, but only with 50% staff strength. Government-approved common service centers will be allowed. E-commerce activities will be allowed. So home delivery of goods purchased through e-commerce will be allowed. Courier services will continue. Cold storage, warehousing, activities of private security services will be continued. Some of the hotels will be designated by district collectors in their respective districts for people who are stranded. So one or two, maybe in each district headquarters, collectors have already done that. So those hotels will operate, but otherwise in general, hotels will remain closed. So, and then of course, saying that everybody understands the guidelines and their implication. So I would briefly explain the guidelines to you all, and thereafter maybe we can have clarification on any issues that you might want to raise. So you all know that on 15th of April 2020, MHA issued revised consolidated guidelines, and accordingly we have also further notified these guidelines insofar as these guidelines relate to our state. Because there are so many things which really do not pertain to Sikkim. So we have excluded those things, and we have come out with our own set of revised guidelines, which are essentially based on the guidelines issued by Government of India. Of general public, from 20th April onwards, certain activities will be opened up, and I'll just quickly run through the list. Why I'm dwelling at length on these guidelines, the reason is that through media, everybody should understand the rationale behind these guidelines and also understand very, very clearly what is permitted, what is allowed, and what is not allowed. All health services will remain open, which includes hospitals, nursing homes, chemist shops, medical shops, laboratories, and veterinary hospitals also, and production of pharmaceuticals, medical devices, and movement of all medical and veterinary personnel, scientists, nurses, paramedical staff, lab technicians, whether it's interstate or intrastate. So health services are, in a nutshell, fully open and fully operational. Agricultural and related activities have been now allowed, so farmers can freely go and work on their farms. Fisheries related activities are also allowed. Tea plantation, specifically in our situation, Temiti, will operate with maximum of 50% of the workforce. That is allowed. Similarly, as far as animal husbandry related activities are concerned, collection, processing, distribution of milk products, and their transportation is allowed. Activities of poultry farms are also allowed. Animal feed, manufacture, distribution is allowed. Goshalas will be allowed to operate. As far as financial sector is concerned, banks and ATMs and the related activities will be allowed. Insurance company offices will function normally. Then in social sector, children home, homes for disabled, mentally challenged, homes for senior citizens, destitute homes, homes for widows, juvenile homes, etc. will be allowed. Then activities relating to distribution of pension to aged people, widows, freedom fighters, etc. will also be allowed. As far as Anganwadis are concerned, distribution of food items and nutrition once in 15 days will be allowed. Now, in a significant relief to the rural sector, AMG Narega works will be allowed to commence from 20th onwards. Of course, norms of social distancing will have to be observed in all these activities. Then public utilities and essential services like transportation, distribution, storage, and retailing of petrol and petroleum products, CNG, LPG, PNG, etc. is allowed. Power generation and distribution, operation of post offices, utilities, municipal utilities like water, sanitation, waste management allowed, telecommunication and internet. These facilities are also allowed. And travel relating to these activities. So movement of, for example, telecom personnel is also allowed by extension of the definition. Now, goods traffic will be allowed to ply with one driver and one helper. So only two persons will be allowed. Empty trucks will not be stopped because they might be returning after delivering the goods or to pick up the goods. And of course, the specific guidelines as far as interstate movement of trucks is concerned, Transport Department and district collectors will issue additional guidelines. But in general, movement of goods is allowed. But then we'll have to see in our situation and circumstances what are the additional precautions that we need to take. So what is prohibited and not allowed is public transport. So buses and taxis won't fly. Inter-district and interstate movement of people. So within Sikkim also, movement is not allowed, is prohibited. Only in case of medical emergency, with due permission from district collectors, this kind of movement can be undertaken. Otherwise, in general, it's a no. Educational institutions will remain closed. All industrial and commercial activities were closed and will remain closed in 19th, and from 20th onward will also remain closed unless specifically allowed. I'll come to the activities which are allowed to be undertaken after 20th, but by and large everything is closed. Hospitality services closed. All public places, you all know, cinema halls, malls, shopping complexes, gymnasium, all places where people collect, those are closed. All kinds of functions and gatherings, whether social or political or sports related or entertainment related, academic, cultural, and religious also. These activities are prohibited, including congregations at religious places or places of worship. In funerals, not more than 20 persons are allowed. So this is the generality. Up to 3rd of May, all these activities are prohibited.